All right, everyone. So here we are a couple of minutes before the open, and I want to show how these two Starbucks trades play out. Starbucks is going to gap up to around 102. So that's certainly going to put a little bit of pressure on these two individual trades. Now, what's going to be interesting here, and this is going to be part of the learning process, is gapping up to 102 is going to put this particular butterfly trade probably around a break even to a little bit down because volatility is going to drop right after this opening. Now, on this one, because the tent is wider, it's conceivable that this one may maintain a little bit of profitability. And remember, this one is wider because we didn't spend the additional money on these wings for insurance purposes. It's going to be really interesting to take a look at these. I'm going to take a look at the value of this short. So it's currently trading around 330 to 340. This one should be essentially the same. And we'll see what happens on those values as soon as the market opens. Remember, these are the ones we sold short. So our goal is to be able to buy them back for a cheaper amount when the market opens. So here in just a second, we're going to see that the value of these is going to spike up. And I'm just showing you the call side. Of course, the put side is going to be similar in nature, and that should have a corresponding drop as well. There's our market open. So we can see here that the cost of the short call jumped up considerably. Now, it's got a wide bid-ask spread associated with it too, but it jumped up considerably because, of course, we're short that call. We're going to see a corresponding drop if we take a look at the put. So that's only worth 39 cents. That would have started off around that same general area of that $3 and whatever it was, $3.50, something along those lines. So that's what's happened on these two. So we can see that both of these actually have a little bit of profitability in them, but we can see that this one over here has about 20% associated with it. And of course, that's because we hadn't spent the additional money on those long wings. But we also have unlimited risk. If this market had jumped up to maybe 110 or so, we could be down $700-800 over here, where on this side, if we jumped up to 110, we were going to be down $119. So those are the trade-offs when you're looking at making earnings trades. Now, what would I do in this trade right now if this were a trade that I were actually in? One of the things that I would consider doing right now is, because I could take off this side, the short side, for a few pennies, I would go ahead and probably close that side out. So I would just buy to close, and whatever that price is at this time, that turns this into a vertical. Now I have some decisions I need to make. Do I want to hang on to this, thinking that, you know what, Starbucks did gap up quite a bit. It might actually continue pulling back, which looks like what it's doing right now. But as it's pulling back also, it's pulling right back into what I would call a support zone where it's likely to bounce higher. It has filled the gap, as we call it. So for me personally, I'd be taking my roughly 30% here, shutting down the trade and moving on. But that's a decision that every individual trader needs to make. Where are they looking to get out of this, if it's going in their favor or against them? And that's all part of the plan that, quite frankly, you should have laid out when you entered the trade. Hello, traders. So just as I was getting ready to edit this video and upload it, I went back and I took a look at Starbucks, and I think this is a perfect opportunity to share something with you. If you remember, a few minutes ago, Starbucks was all the way down here around $100. And in the video a few minutes ago, I said, you know what? It has filled the gap. And many times, once a stock fills its gap, it will turn around and run in the other direction. And that's exactly what's happening here. So why is that important? If you'll remember, I said at the time, literally just about, 20 minutes ago, that I'm going to take the put side of this straddle off because I could do so for virtually a full profit. And that if it was me, I would shut the trade down, take my 30% profit, and move on. Obviously, that would have been a good call at that point because we have totally reversed and we're making higher highs now. And this particular straddle trade is now down $108. This trade is down less. Remember, we said that because of the insurance that we bought here, this one has less overall risk in it. And as our market is moving higher, while this call is certainly losing value, it's getting pressured hard. This call is gaining in some value. So let's just take a look at these two. And I can see that while my cost basis here was $3, that's now trading all the way up around $7. So significant loss on that side. But we look at the long call on this side, and this one I entered for $1.24. That's now trading for about $2.70. So that one is increasing in value right now. And that's what we want to have happen when we bought that extra hedge or that wing. That was the whole purpose behind it, was to provide us with some reinsurance. This trade will still most likely close out at a loss at this point, but not quite the loss that this one would end up being if you didn't close the whole trade out earlier. So, sorry for the additional diversion, but I thought this was great value added and I wanted to go ahead and share it with you. So, I hope you found this helpful. I'll try to do maybe another comparison here in the coming days, but that's it for now, everyone. Take care.